I'm Emily, and this is my story. I was just 19 when I stepped into the adult film industry. Young, beautiful, full of dreams. The spotlight found me quickly. I started getting noticed for my performances, for how I looked, for how easily I could slip into any role they gave me. I still remember my first day on set. I had just turned 19. I was nervous, trying to act confident. I had done some modeling before. Nothing like this. I told myself it was just another kind of performance. Just a role. Just a character. The studio smelled like artificial. Vanilla and sweat. There were bright lights, soft sheets, too many people standing around pretending not to stare. I was handed a robe, thin, white, almost see-through, and was told to wait in a cold corner until he arrived. He was older, polite, experienced. He smiled like he was helping me with homework. They gave me instructions. Where to stand, when to smile, how to moan, but not too much. Keep it sexy, not needy, the director said. Then they said, action. At first, I froze. My skin flushed, not from pleasure, but from panic. My breath caught in my throat. His hands were warm, sure, practiced. He whispered,
"Just follow my lead."
And I did. I let myself drift. I smiled. I moved like I was enjoying it. I made sounds like I was meant to. I touched like it was natural. But inside, I split in two. There was the me in the scene, the girl they wanted. Then there was me, watching from a quiet corner in my mind, wondering what the hell I had just signed up for. They cheered when the shoot wrapped. The crew clapped. Someone handed me water. The director said I was a natural. I went into the bathroom, locked the door, and stared at my face in the mirror. My lipstick was smeared. My thighs were shaking. I didn't know whether to cry or laugh. That night, I lay in bed and touched the places he touched. Not to relive the pleasure, because there hadn't really been any, but to see if I still belonged to myself. That was the beginning, the start of a career that would skyrocket, yes, but one that also took pieces of me I never got back. And every time I tried to reclaim them, I felt them slip through my fingers, like glitter you can never quite wash off. Fame came fast. So did the money, the awards, the glamour. I worked with the biggest studios, starred alongside the most well-known names. In 2019, I was named Best New Starlet by the AVN Awards. In 2021 and 2022, I won Best Female Performer of the Year. To the world, I was at the top of my game, but behind that perfect camera frame, things were unraveling. Had range. I could play the innocent girl, the wild one, the perfect girlfriend, the fantasy no one could resist. I learned how to arch my back just right, how to angle my face toward the light, how to fake the kind of moans that echo in a viewer's chest. I knew how to look like I was having the time of my life, but the truth was, I wasn't feeling anything. I began talking about health and wellness, about balance. But the truth was, I was losing mine. The long shoots, the expectations, the pressure to perform, even when I didn't want to. Even when my body screamed no. No one tells you what it does to your mind. To pretend intimacy again and again, sometimes for hours, for scenes you didn't choose, for roles you didn't want. I'd go home, close my eyes, and see it all play again, like a loop. Every face, every act, every moment I didn't feel like me. It's strange. The world sees porn and thinks pleasure, freedom, power. But what I felt was loneliness. The kind of loneliness you can only feel when you're completely naked, completely exposed, and completely unseen. I tried to cope. I bought expensive candles, I got a gym membership. I practiced meditation. I drank smoothies with spirulina and posted them with Hun Wellness. People loved it. Emily's so balanced. But inside, I was unraveling. Quietly, perfectly, beautifully, just like they taught. Me, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. And the nightmares, those never really stopped. That's what they call PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, the ache to escape your own skin. That's when ketamine entered my life. They said it would help, that it could calm the noise, lift the weight, erase the pain, just for a while. And it did. At first, but I needed more, and then more again, until I couldn't function without it. I kept telling myself it was under control. Just a little ketamine here and there, just to get through the scenes, just to quiet the flashes, just to numb the tremble in my hands when I'd open a script and see the things they wanted me to do. Just acting, I'd whisper. It's just acting. But eventually, I needed it offset too. Needed it just to breathe. Without it, my chest would tighten. My skin would crawl. I'd hear my own moans echoing in my head like sirens. I'd see flashes of scenes I didn't want to remember. I'd wake up from nightmares not knowing where I was, who I was. I stopped going out, stopped answering calls. I looked fine on Instagram, smiling, glowing. But in real life, I was folding in on myself, quietly dying behind captions like "grateful for the journey" and "healing is sexy." My DMs were flooded with strangers saying they loved me. Men said they'd marry me. Women said I was their inspiration. Sometimes I'd reply. I'd try to believe it, that maybe I was more than just a fantasy. But at night, I still clutched a pillow and cried into it, not sure who I was supposed to be once the cameras turned off. The scenes became more extreme, rougher, longer, less about intimacy, more about power, about dominance, about testing limits. They said I was fearless, but I wasn't fearless. I was numb. Sometimes, in the middle of a scene, when I was being held down, kissed too hard, touched too fast, I'd disappear, float out of my body, watch myself from above. Just a girl with perfect makeup and empty eyes, being filmed for someone else's pleasure. They call it dissociation. I called it survival. By early 2024, I was admitted to a rehab facility in California. I thought I'd get better there, but instead, something went wrong. I suffered a cardiac arrest. My brain was starved of oxygen. I slipped into what they call locked-in syndrome. My entire body paralyzed, but my mind still there. I can hear you. I can see you. I know what's happening, but I can't speak. I can't move. I can't tell you what it feels like to be a prisoner inside your own body. Some people say this is karma, that I'm being punished for what I chose to do. But is it really a choice when the system doesn't show you the cost? When pain is hidden behind layers of lipstick and lighting? Not. Every story in the porn industry ends in fame. Many end in silence, in addiction, in overdose, in violence. I've seen too many friends not make it out. So if you're struggling with porn addiction, or if you're drawn to this world thinking it's all pleasure and glory, please, look deeper. There's more to the story. Behind every video, there's a person. And sometimes, there's a tragedy. Before all of this happened, I was at a temple. I'm not very religious, but I remember sitting on the stairs staring at an old wall, and on that wall was written something I'll never forget. As long as one's virtues last, even 1,000 sins are forgiven. But the day those virtues run out, nature does not forgive even a single sin. That couplet haunts me, because maybe that day came for me too. Take care of yourself. Choose life. Choose healing. Choose truth.